Oh, hello, friends. How you doing? It's your buddy Dan. I figured I'd just stop by to maybe smoke a quick bowl, take a quick dab, and explain to you why you should probably be a VeriLife customer. VeriLife being the medical and recreational now cannabis dispensaries. There's one in North Aurora, Romeoville. There's a bunch. But you know what? Let's go ahead and heat this up. And while I do so, I will tell you why it pays to be a VeriLife patient. Now, I have been very loyal to my dispensary. And it's been a growing relationship, within the last, 4 or 5 years that I've been going there. They changed from Midwest Compassion Center or Care to VeriLife now. Now, as good as they are, sometimes it's a little hard for them to stay into contact with their patients, which is the problem that I had when I was here last time. If you remember, I was a little upset. So, being that I, need the cannabis, I did wind up going back with my wife. She talked me into going back and, just waiting in line, seeing what I could do. And that's what I did. I went back and I waited in line. It was only a quarter of what it was the first time. But I still wound up waiting 45 minutes to an hour just to get close to the door. And once I did, they ask you for your ID when you're going in rec. And once they asked for my IDs and I brought out my, driver's license and my medical cannabis card, they said, oh, well, you didn't have to wait. So, screw it. By that time I was already there but it was a good thing, getting to meet some new people. You don't always get a chance to do that locked up in your house, right? That's kind of the whole point of going out. Anyway, oh man, I have this 8-ball Kush, and it's a yummy strain. I'm just gonna drop it right in there because I can't find a clean tool. Mmm, 8-ball Kush, so tasty. Spicy with a hint of lemon and pine sol. All right. But anyway, one or the other. So, but here's the things that I learned in my time, since I made that last video. VeriLife patients, like I said, they don't have to wait. I was getting pissed off. There were people coming up and just getting out of their car, walking right in. I said, what the hell is this? And it wasn't until like 4 or 5 times after that it happened, I started to even kind of wonder, maybe the wet med patients don't have to wait, but we don't. So no matter how long the line, you're a med patient, you get right in there, and they take care of you. You also have a better selection, especially with the flower shortage. You have better selection and the 1% fixed tax. So, yeah, VeriLife, really stepped up their game once they started communicating. Yeah, way to go, guys. I know I'm not sure about the 3C or Rise, whatever those turned into, but from what I hear, VeriLife really does have the best selection. They also offer, halves. If you're a medical patient, they may have ounces, not usually, but the popcorns, you have access to popcorns, you have access to quarters, stuff that the general public does not. So once again, your selection's better, the 1% tax, excuse me, selection, 1% tax, and the line, just to not have to wait. And I swear to God, when I pulled up and I saw that line from, the door to the street, it was like, oh, hell no. I can't believe this shit. I was pissed. And then I came back and I waited again in line and pissed. And, while you're standing in line and it's towards, the end of the supply or whatever, they give you these little menus while you're waiting in line that you can circle kind of what you want to do. And even then, they didn't tell me that med patients didn't have to wait. But whatever, it was good, like I said, getting to know some people. But oh man, that 8-ball Kush. So yeah, guys, it really does pay to get your cannabis card. Like I said, it was nice meeting some new people, but at the end of the day, it was really nice, having them to feel like they cared again. It was nice. It was my fault that I didn't think they did, but you know what? I'm coming out here and I'm telling you guys, it's after doing a little bit of communicating, it's really the way to go, VeriLife. So yeah, in case you had, just tuned in or whatever, VeriLife Dispensary is by far the best. The people, the bud tenders there have always been super friendly. During the transition, they were busy, so it seemed like they were a little cold, but it looks like they're starting to get back to business as usual. Guys, you know what? If you have any questions or want me to cover something that, I haven't or you'd like to see, don't forget, you could always request stuff. Yeah, I'm going to be getting back to some reviews here. I did a little bit of upgrading the software here at the editing program or whatever. But anyway, VeriLife, check it out. And don't forget to check out the Chicago's Green Room on Facebook. And once again, thanks for the view.